So today we pick things back up in Jasper, Alberta, the main stopover in the Rockies on the Canadian, where we had just spent 2 nights inside the Jasper Park Lodge. But back in town, the Jasper Heritage Station has actually served the Jasper Park Lodge since it was built in 1926 by the Canadian National Railway. And inside the station actually lies some really cool promotional posters from when Canadian National actually had passenger service as well as steamship service not too long ago. But beside it lies the iconic Canadian National 6015, a relic from an era when rail travel was king, weighing in at over 500,000 pounds. And this sleeping giant is actually one of the lucky 20 steam locomotives that dodged the scrapyard after the full switch from steam to diesel in the 1950s. And her sister locomotive 6043 actually rests at our final destination for this video in Winnipeg, where she has sat in Assiniboine Park since 1962. And although neither of them compare to the 4014 big boy steam locomotive operated by the Union Pacific down in the States, as you see here, which by the way is an absolute dream of mine to experience one day, I think it's pretty cool that we still have a couple of these sleeping giants laying around, paying homage to a time when passenger trains ruled the Rockies. And although 4.5 hours behind schedule, at 3:30 p.m. sharp, we would board the Canadian and begin to roll out of Jasper with only a few hours of light ahead of us left in the Rockies. The station would begin to shrink behind us, dwarfed by the towering Mount Edith Cavell in the background, and while a few local elk begin to gather alongside the tracks, soon we would begin to pass through a couple miles of charred forest remains from the devastating summer wildfires here in Jasper. And the next stretch of track east out of Jasper through Henry House really puts in perspective the extent of the damage that happened to Jasper this summer. And as the peaks begin to get smaller and the valley begins to widen out, we will take the final curve out of Jasper, Alberta, around Brule Lake, and disappear into the tunnel ahead, passing through the invisible, official end of the Northern Canadian Rockies out of Jasper National Park.